Okay, I call this meeting to order. This is the Franklin Civic Celebration meeting on Monday, November 18th. Call to order. John Bergner, here. Robert Nackert.
Here.
Angela Christie.
Here.
Joe Mercado.
Here.
Carl Budnick.
Here.
Alderman Percarelli. Gotta put my glasses on. And Anna Damsky.
Here.
We got a quorum. Let's start with Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As with all meetings, we start with a citizen comment period.
Attendance.
And we have no citizens here to make any comments, so we'll go on with the meeting. And the first thing on the agenda is December tree lighting event on Saturday, December 7th. We are responsible, because it's a civic event, for the tree lighting. It'll be on Saturday, December 7th. And the tree lighting actually is at 7 o'clock. We're joining in with the Historical Society that's having a Christmas event and 2 services on that Saturday. And their last service is at
6:30.
ends at 6:30.
Yep.
Starts at 5:30 and ends at 6:30.
There's 2 of them. There's one at 5 and one at 6.
Okay.
And then they said they should be ended about 6:30.
And then, yeah, so that'll draw people there, and after that, they can come up to the tree lighting. We would like, to serve hot chocolate and cookies up for the tree lighting. The mayor has been invited to speak, before it. I haven't heard back from him yet, but and my wife's church, Victory of the Land, will donate hot chocolate, but we might have to put it together and, present it along with the cookies. So I would say probably be here 5:30 to set up, because we got to set up tables out there and the hot chocolate. Hey,
Where
Tony.
are we getting cookies
and
from? John, where are we getting
Tony
cookies?
Megna's here.
Where are we getting cookies from? Do we need to get cookies?
Yeah, we need to get cookies.
All right.
Yep. And it's going to be short, because they're going to be coming out of that service, and then people that are not going to service will be here, but last year we were here set up for the holiday event. We were here for 4 hours?
We were here all day.
All day then.
All day.
Yeah. And even by the time the tree lighting came at night, depends on the weather. Depends on the weather. If you get snow or gets really cold, we didn't have many people attend last year, but that's our responsibility to have the tree lighting. Any thoughts?
Where are you setting up?
Setting up right here in front of City Hall,
Okay,
because the tree's out here. You know where the City Hall mailbox is?
yeah.
Right behind it, where the carnival was a little bit, the tree back there.
So where are we getting the tables and stuff from?
We get them inside the
Community room.
community room.
Okay.
And it'll only take maybe
5 minutes?
10 minutes,
I mean, it
just to
shouldn't
bring,
take us that long, yeah.
to bring the tables out, put some kind of covering on the table, and then set up the hot chocolate. But my wife's church did it, but because of when it is, in December, most of the people have stuff going on.
And you don't really need that many, 2 people back there to, if you get it ready. pour the hot water and hand it to them. I mean, it's all
Yeah.
you really need
It was
to do.
poured hot water in cups, and then put a mix in the cup, and that's the hot chocolate.
And that's a Saturday, you said, right? Is that what you said?
That's a Saturday.
Is that the same, that's the same weekend as Dickens Days for Greendale?
What
Yours
is-
is at Friday, I
Is it
believe.
Friday?
Yeah.
Very well.
So I'll send an email out before and see how many of us can, be available for it.
I can confirm for that.
Great.
Yeah, I'll be there too. I mean, I can make cookies, it's not a big deal. If we do 5 or 6, 7 dozen,
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna need that much.
Not either, yeah. Brownies?
You want brownies? You could do half and half. I'll do a couple in the middle.
Yeah. So, or else, if anyone else can bring cookies or brownies.
How many? Best guess, how many I should bring?
I would say
Keep in mind, I don't bake, I'll be buying cookies, but
6 dozen.
6 dozen per
Each,
person.
not each. That's a lot. We'd have 12, 14 dozen. You're talking over 100 some cookies,
6 dozen, 72 cookies.
but not per person.
No, all together.
Figure if we say we all do like 2, 3 dozen, I think that's enough.
So I'll just put me down for 3 dozen?
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be good.
So Joe, you can do the cookies then?
3 dozen of them.
All right. Maybe do
But
another.
I'll do cookies too, and then it's brownies.
I may take a stab at baking these, so I'll let you know. Go. Stay away
Ain't
from
nothing
mine.
elaborate. You're getting chocolate chips. Sorry.
I'm actually gonna go to Southbrook and see if people at my church can make these, so. All right.
Okay. All right, then let's discuss the dates again for the Franklin Civic Celebration. Are July 3rd to July 6th, but actually on July 6th will only be the carnival. So on July 3rd will be from 5 to 11 p.m. And then on the 4th, from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then on the 5th will be from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay, questions on that? Okay, then we can discuss the entertainment, and the carnival contract has been set for 2025, and they will do Sunday. Same thing, Sunday will be from noon to 4. And there they'll do, just like last year, wristband day from noon to 4. Sunday, and they'll be doing it on Saturday.
And that's tear down day as well, Sunday.
That is, Sunday we'll work on, that'll be tear down day, yes. We tear down on Sunday then. Okay, let's discuss the entertainment again that we'll have on, I gotta look here.
I have a quick question about
Sure,
Carnival.
sure, Lisa.
Is it the same Carnival company we used last year and we used? Same company?
Their company for,
The same Carnival company?
yes, same
Okay.
carnival,
Has
yes.
anyone had a discussion with them about?
We gotta have a yes, when the time
All the
comes
complaints.
about all the issues, yes.
Yeah.
With the sales,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, if you can remember what all the issues were,
It was the overcharging.
the overcharging.
It was the concessions, the concession stands charging various prices depending on the time,
Yeah.
adding various tips onto it, the different things like that. There
Yeah.
were people paying, $15 for an item that someone paid $6 for 2 hours, prior to a
Yeah.
certain time, things like that, so that.
Yeah, Bob and I usually meet with Chip, when he's setting up, before he sets up and everything, and I could let him know, even before that, but we can still discuss with
Yeah,
him
we'll talk to him about it.
in person.
Or at least have them make sure that they have signage specifying exactly what someone is paying for, if they're using a credit card, if there's surcharges, just so people can see it right in front
Yeah.
of them, that would avoid.
Yeah,
this
we'll bring that up
display
again
issues.
before too, so,
So they have the carnival rides and all those little food kiosks are theirs as well?
The
They
little,
have the
yeah, the food wagon,
corn
the
dogs and
popcorn
stuff.
thing and all that,
Yeah.
that's theirs.
That's all theirs?
Everything up there is theirs. We get 10% of that,
Okay.
and we get 20% of the carnival rides. Get my- Okay. I got a freeze right now going. I'm trying to think who we got on the 3rd for our
I thought it was in
band.
Smash Mouth?
That Smart Mouth is on the
Smart
4th.
Mouth, whatever.
The 3rd is,
Oh my God, you two, really?
yeah,
No,
Carl and I go
Wasn't it
back
the
and
singer-
forth.
Wasn't the
Kings of
singer
Radio.
of Cherry Pie or
Kings of
something who has
Radio.
a sign?
Yes, Kings of
Side
Radio,
band?
former
Old
Cherry
Cherry
Pie.
Yeah.
Kings of Radio is on July 3rd from 7 to 11.
Is he promoting that as Kings of Radio lead singer formerly of Cherry Pie, or?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I couldn't even find the Facebook page for that band when I looked it up. Cherry Pie, obviously, you could just lots of information.
And there's still a Cherry Pie.
Yeah, but I couldn't find any information, just kind of browsing through Facebook on the singer's side
Do it,
band.
and did you have Kings of Radio?
I typed in nothing, there was nothing as far as even for people to go look at that band to see what they're about, or
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything, so I was like, oh.
I wonder. Yeah, we should look it up again. Because went and saw him at the Rock, you know, and
They're
Okay.
out there.
they're in there.
They're on FB, Facebook?
Yeah, they're on there too.
I didn't see it, okay. I
What
didn't
are they
see a
on?
page.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that comes up when I punch it up.
I tried, yep, I didn't see anything that came up with them,
Good. Check them out then, Lisa.
yeah.
Just a curiosity question, who promotes that then? Are they gonna self-promote?
What was that?
Do they self-promote for this event, or?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. All of them do. Smart Mouth is really good about it. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, you know, the night, you know, what they're doing that weekend or the weekend before, but usually they do self-promote for us.
Okay.
Smart Mouth is really good.
This is from last year.
So then on the 4th, in the afternoon from 2 to 6 is 5-card studs. They do mostly 50s and 60s, so they'll be, you know, entertaining on the main stage. And then at night from 7 to 11 is Smart Mouth. Then on the 5th, the Saturday, that's up in the air still because we got Bella Kane Saturday night from 7:30 to 11. And they have to set up all their production. Last year, we had 5-card studs actually perform before, in between when they were setting. They had to set up in the morning, and 5-card studs had to tear down, and they had to set up after. It was a big fiasco. It was just a big problem trying to get it all worked out. So the thought was either use the band shell for the afternoon, or we also have have looked at Pat McCurdy's band, Pat McCurdy Entertainment. Single, you know, sets up his own guitar and his own system, but it's very light. And have him set up in front of the main stage, and you know, then they can. But he did say he didn't want to be setting up while they're setting up sound right behind them.
Right.
So the other thought is maybe get from the rental company a curtain that can go across the front stage, so that they can be setting up while, you know, Pat McCurdy's performing.
Yeah, but they're still doing sound check. They're playing the drums and the...
They don't have to. They don't do their sound checks until 5
Okay.
o'clock.
They're
till
still making
later.
a lot of noise though. Setting up.
With the noise, I think he's okay with this. He just doesn't want to have a distraction in the background.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people moving around and that. So, But the thought is, we could put Pat McCurdy in the band shell and just have nothing in the main stage until Bella came. And we'd have to set up a portable bar, over by the band shell. I'm keep going back and forth. It'd be so much more easier. But then the people would come and they were like, where's the entertainment? It's over there.
I like them in the big tent myself, but from McCurdy. The band shell's too far away.
Too far away? Then we can also put something else in the band shell while Pat McCurdy's going also. Which we did. We had a band last year. Did you get to check out the band that you know, Angela?
Yeah, he said he sent you an email.
Is that something Wave or?
No, not the first wave. No, it was Fall Hazard. But he said that something that you said to him and you guys, it didn't work out for that group.
Okay, I got to double check, because I thought he was inquiring about the main. I told him we were booked in the main tent.
Oh.
So maybe he was inquiring, not knowing.
No,
and
I
didn't
told
know.
him it was the side, it was the band shell. Let me look at what he said to me. Because I asked him a couple weeks later and he said, yeah, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, because any inquiries I get now, I tell them we're booked. I just thought we'd look for a easygoing band, not one that's real for the band shell. Like we had last year. It was a local band.
Oh, he said he had some questions about the sound, if it was provided, or are they responsible for it?
Yeah, they would do that. Yeah, they would bring
be
their own
responsible
sound.
for their own
Yeah.
sound. Okay.
Because it's in a separate location.
Okay.
That's what the other band did on the band shell last.
All right.
It worked out pretty good. But have them send it to me again
Okay.
and send me the band's name so I know next time, because I get a lot of inquiries of
Okay.
bands that would like to perform. Okay, anything else about that entertainment? Then we talked last meeting about the wrestlers. And the wrestlers I looked up, that's last time we had them was $4,000. Plus we had to pay $1,200 for their tent, for their dressing tent. So that was $5,200.
How much for the tent? We're gonna give them like a 10 by 10 tent.
That was a bigger. That's like $1,200
It can't be 1,200.
for 3 days.
Oh,
We used it all 3 days.
That was a big tent, though. That wasn't a 10 by 10. That was a big tent.
That was a bigger 10 by 10.
Why can't they use the lockers inside? I know, I heard the last time.
Point at
With
me,
some
I didn't
ground
say nothing
rules.
about
Yeah, they used the lockers inside.
Yeah.
Now that we started meeting, talk stuff, Officer.
I'm Sergeant Jeremy Badness.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Thank you, because you're here. He's in attendance also here. We should cover anything you might have to address.
I don't have anything right now. Moving into next year, I'll be one of the supervisors in charge of planning and special events, so that's why I'm here.
Okay. And we do the tree lighting. Should have some kind of officers around, right?
What did we
Aware of it. They should be aware of what we're doing.
We had two auxiliary. We had Gary,
auxiliaries.
Elkins,
Okay.
and George was here.
Okay.
But we had the
Can do that.
event for the
Yeah,
day.
we don't need much.
That was for an event for the day, yes.
So you'd like
But
to have
I-
2 auxiliaries again, potentially?
I think that would be fine, no?
Yeah.
What time
Oh,
would
yeah.
you like them here?
What time? I'd say 6.
Okay.
Yeah, because they blocked off that one entrance, and it was nice to at least have a squad there, so
Yeah.
they knew there was a presence and
That's
somebody
right.
thought about
Got to
something.
block off the entrance.
Yeah.
Can do that.
Okay. But then, other than the wrestlers, I go to Innovative Health and Fitness, and outside they had parked this really big trailer. And it's always just parked there. And just Friday, I saw the truck, a truck there, and a guy was in it. It's called Drivey-Box. It's a golf simulator that, you know, is a big trailer set up where people can go in and golf. And I thought that might be something to put where the wrestlers were. And then we would pay them probably a fixed fee for whatever, you know, their daily fee is, and then sell tickets for each person to go in and use it for like $5 or $6 to use it. You can go online, and it's on YouTube and stuff too. Drivebox, Drivey-Box. And that way, then they would have we would pay them what, you know, whatever. I just told them I needed to discuss it with you guys, and then they would probably they do corporate events, they do times at malls, they're set up at malls and doing it, and they do even birthday parties. So something we could offer. And he lives in Franklin.
Do we need volunteers to work it if we're selling tickets for it?
That's the thought.
Why don't just
If we
let
sell
them-
the tickets in the ticket booth, you know, we can't sell them beer tickets because we want, you know, have kids too be able to try it. Or if we have a special ticket that we sell that they use in the cashier, you know, box, and then they would just turn in the ticket, and then we would know how many people used the golf simulator. And then they don't have to keep track, you know, and you know, that's not a money thing for them, but they just collect the ticket when the person comes in.
Why can't they use the regular beer tickets? Because the kids use the beer tickets for like soda and water and stuff. They're able to use them for that.
But then you couldn't keep track of how many used that versus.
Well, we'll know what they use because they'll turn their tickets in for the
Oh,
golf
that's true.
simulator.
That is true.
And when he turns the tickets into us, we'll know how many people
You'd have to count them.
used it for that. But
Would they be assigned times, or how much time are they gonna get in this thing? Because it looks like it's a kind of a one-person show here. You know, there's not multiple simulators within this trailer, so I mean, are you buying a ticket for like 15 minutes, 30 minutes? I mean,
not even
a day?
15, probably I'd say 5.
5 minutes?
Yeah. Where they get maybe 10 swings.
Sure.
I'll have to ask, you know, I'll have to find out more and ask and say how many, you know, swings you usually give a person that comes in, and tell them the motive we have, because he did say, you know, he doesn't sell them. He gets paid his fee for being there, but he doesn't take tickets or sell, you know, like we would be doing.
Yeah, if it's too long of a wait, I think if you go over that 5-minute mark, I think that people are not gonna wait. They're not gonna wanna stand in line waiting for
Yeah.
10 people in front of them to go. You're standing there for an hour then, you know what I mean? I think it needs to be, you know, 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out to keep the flow coming in and those tickets selling so we can make the money back.
Yeah. But then what we sell the tickets for would be complete profit too. You know, it's gonna have to order more tickets and kind of estimate how many will go for that, but
Or ask them how they run their events. How do they do it when they go to
they
the
usually
mall
do
and
it where it's paid a fee and they're there and people just come in and use it for free.
Oh, okay.
How much is the fee? Any idea?
We'd have to determine it.
No, not how much
depending
we
on how
charge.
much time he goes for person, we'll have to determine how much.
No, how much are they charging us for that?
We don't know yet. I haven't gotten it yet.
Okay.
Even to set them up just for the day on one day, like on the 4th or something, and let people
Yes.
use it, but not, you know what I mean, not charge it, but let them come in and do it.
And since I just talked, he didn't know what events he had already booked, you know, so he was going to also look into that. And he did say maybe I could do one day,
Do you know how many bays he's got in there?
How many what?
How many bays, how many hitting bays?
Only one.
One?
Only one.
Oh.
Yeah. In that trailer, yeah.
You can't go through a lot of people.
That would be something more, I think, for kids. You know, the tween kind of age that have. know,
It gives you all the
15,
stat.
16-year-old.
Have you ever done, Carl, a simulator?
Yeah.
But you do it, but you rent it by an hour? Or
Depends where you go.
or a half hour?
That's the way a lot of the places that have inside do. They do it that way, half hour, 15 minutes, whatever you sign up for.
Yeah.
Just like booking a tea time. You know, there's a few of them around here. The one, can't think of the golf place over on Blue Mountain, it's a golf shop. It's not Carl's and it's not Golf Galaxy, but the other one. They have like 20 in there, but that's a big building. Okay? Where Golf Galaxy, they have 2 over here, 3 at Southridge. But there are other places that have them.
Yeah.
There's a golf course, there's a small golf course, the 9-holer by New Berlin Eisenhower. I think he's got 5 bays in there. And you can rent that by the half hour, by the hour.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they charge offhand.
We'll have to look. I mean, we can look more into this and look and see what Golf Galaxy charges to use the, or is it just for to test out some of their clubs and stuff, and you can
Right.
use it
Right.
for free?
Well, if you buy, you won't pay.
Does Innovation own the thing or someone else?
No, the guy just parks it there. He just keeps it in the parking lot.
Maybe Innovation will sponsor it for us.
He did say, yeah, we do get a lot of people that sponsor events too. And we could, but we looked into that with the drone show and we never did secure a sponsor for that.
You say, Mike, because he let them park there for some reason, so I must know.
Yeah.
You can try, it can't hurt.
But we could look. What do you think of that idea?
Of the simulator or the drone show?
This simulator?
I'll just give you my personal opinion. I think it's a great idea, but I think it's a great idea for corporate events, right? I don't know how you're gonna manage it with kids floating, right? I mean, how much patience does a kid have to wait in line to swing a golf club? It's a question for 5
Yeah,
minutes.
and it's right up by the carnival. It'll be right in there between the
So it may
carnival.
work, but if it's a 90-degree July day, I'm not going in that thing.
No, it's all air conditioned.
Is it? That's my next
Yes,
question. So
they
it's
advertise it and everything. It's a full. Look at the YouTube, when
Yeah.
you get a chance.
All right.
And it's fully air conditioned and
It would be really neat to see if you could convert it to a golf simulator and a quarterback simulator, right? Kids go
for the
crazy
kids.
that, right?
Oh yeah, for the kids, right?
But it's a great idea.
Yeah, but they got a screen. I think throwing a football against the screen is not going to work. But we did do that. We did have radar stuff for baseball and for throwing a football. We have done that in the past, but it took labor then. It took labor and it took Okay, so we'll look more into that then. Okay. And let's, any other questions on entertainment and the carnival? Okay, then discuss contracts for tents, restrooms, bar sections. They are all completed. You gotta do it early, mostly with the tents, because they only got so many tents available for festivals on the 4th of July, so we do that usually right after the 4th of July, and go with the contract for the next year. So we do have the contract set for the tents. We have the porta potties set up, that contract set up. We do need to add more porta potties down by the food vendors. They were not enough down there last time. And then they used that bathroom that they supply, and DPW was not happy with how they messed that place up. But we got to have more porta potties down there by the food vendors. And then the bar sections, you got to order the bar sections for the bar. That's ordered. Okay?
How many tents this year?
Well, it depends. And then last year we had Payne and Dolan did their tour, and it's always open for them because we also have a Saturday again. But they didn't come in and decide until like March or April.
Okay.
So you can always get a tent for that though. It's the big tent. You got to worry big tent and stage and all that.
Payne Dolan usually does it 2 years in a row. They have in the past.
Yeah, but they won't have next year. You know, it'll be 4th of July will be on a Saturday, so they're not going to have a chance to do it again for a while. They got to have a Saturday to do it, and it was really well done last year by Payne and Dolan. A lot of people attended. Didn't you say, Sherry, you didn't get on? Or no, you got on.
Yeah, I
Remember, you
got
did get on.
My
I
daughter
didn't
came
get on.
later thinking
You didn't
to
get.
get on and it was booked.
You didn't get on.
It booked quick. Yeah, a couple hours before the last one. I was like, oh, go sign up for my daughter. She's like, oh. They booked up real, like immediately. All their slots booked up. It was very popular.
I should have given my seat.
And then
What is it? I'm not familiar with Payne and Dolan. I live in construction, so what's Payne and Dolan?
It's a rock quarry.
Quarry.
Yeah, okay.
They
Payne
do
and Dolan
tours,
Quarry
yeah.
here.
They did tours and they brought buses up and they actually took people down inside the quarry to show
Kind of like
them.
Dozer days when they do it out in the walk.
Yeah.
Right, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Well, that would be nice, and if we had to get the tent for that, you could have the wrestlers in.
Yeah. It was
But
in
if
a
you're gonna
different
wait till
location.
March or
Remember,
April.
we had to have it over in the island,
Yeah,
but the wrestlers could use that.
they could use that,
Yeah.
yeah. They put up the or we put up the cones for them so they could have their little area to walk.
Yeah. But I mean, the thoughts of you guys about the wrestlers? It is pretty expensive.
Yeah. Well, look what we paid for that. The heck was it, the trampoline guy?
Oh,
Yeah.
That wasn't worth for 15 minutes, I'm sorry. If I could have to look at overweight men in spandex, I can handle that. But it's like, the comparison against the two,
Yeah.
I would never have the trampoline guy again. It was just way too much money.
And I missed it.
It was a good show. I saw it. It was
But
a
for
good show.
15 minutes?
But a lot of people didn't know about it.
right.
And then they were when they set up, they were in an area where you have emergency access road.
Yes.
So then they had to move it, and
Yeah.
but they were pretty good.
I have many people still asking about the wrestlers coming back, so,
And you
They
have
had a
people
huge
asking.
following, yeah.
yeah, it's weird. Not my thing, but
Well,
People love them. They have a draw.
yeah.
check on them, get a current price on them.
Even if to have them on Saturday, well, that would.
It would have to be Saturday.
It would have to be
Saturday
Saturday.
night. They always did the show Saturday night, right at 7:00.
Because that one year they did oh no, that wasn't the 4th, it was yeah, they did the 4th.
No,
No, when they were in the
the
parade?
one they were in the parade. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they did some kind of
they
performance
did
or
2
something.
performances that time.
Yeah.
What about an exotic petting zoo? Or an exotic zoo?
Exotic zoo we've had before, and exotic zoo has waste.
Well, these wouldn't be little creatures. Well, yeah, these would be camels and alpacas. And
That's
I
not a
would
little.
think- but then I would think they clean that up. I'd have to ask her, but because when they're in the parade, they clean up. They follow behind them with their cans and they pick up after them. So I would think they do the same thing. They have to.
Because you're gonna have them in the parade again.
Yeah.
They're
And
there.
they do camels. They do camel rides. Those camels are so tame and so well.
Why don't you look at it? I don't see a problem with that.
And they
Look
don't
at it.
smell. I don't think they smell.
But,
Never smelled a camel.
But I know we had a
Sorry.
petting zoo, and that was over by where people sat for the fireworks, and it was
Oh.
that was a disaster.
No little animals, big animals. I was thinking,
Yeah.
just to have bigger creatures versus small. I mean, everybody knows what a chicken and a duck and all that stuff is. That's not something
It was-
different.
Yeah, if you want to look into that.
I mean, it's worth a
Camel
shot.
rides? Yeah, I mean, you get that at the
Yeah.
zoo. Yeah, see if they
That's
do that.
different.
Yeah. Are we getting the Clydesdales?
We are still working on it. It's a lot of red tape and a lot of paperwork.
Would they hang around afterward, or do they pack up and go right away?
I
if
would
we
think
get
they
'em?
would stay. And if anything, if I know Point After, they would go up to Point After as well. We got a connection with Joe. He's gonna, or not Joe, Dave Bartles.
Dave Bartles.
One of his distributors is putting in the application to try and get us the Clydesdales, but he's gotta go through all the paperwork and do everything for us and then,
That'd be fantastic.
but I know the application's been submitted, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I would like to, if it's okay, since next year is the 50th anniversary of the ending of the Vietnam War, since we did the wall with all those veterans, if we could do some kind of a redo of a parade for them, you know, like a welcome home parade.
Excellent.
But I would like to, and I probably as a DPW question, I would like to order 2 confetti machines that actually spray out the confetti. They would be in the car in front of them, so if we'd had trolleys or if they wanted to walk, we could have it spraying at them as they drive, but I don't know how that will go over.
Okay. That's next year. Good idea.
I mean, something different. I mean,
Because we didn't
everything
used to
that's-
have the Vietnam vets in our parade, right? But
We had the veterans, yeah.
Yeah.
We used to, yeah. But it's to the point where everybody's already got their positions in their communities and in their parades, so it's so hard to get something new. And everything's booked out there and nobody wants to leave their city because this is what they've done for the last 20 years. Well, I'm running out of ideas on what to get here anymore. I don't know where else to go.
it's tough. Yeah.
So if we play up what we have, maybe that'll,
Okay. And as far, any other thoughts on the parade? Too early to tell too, right?
yeah. I mean, I got inquiries everywhere, but
And then we get involved with the food vendors, usually after the first of the year. You know, and we go and invite the food vendors, and we'll invite, you know, the food vendors that were already there. You know, they're like grandfathered unless there's someone new or we have issues with one. And we'll go over that probably in our January meeting, you know, which food vendors to invite back and, you know, which ones we ran into, you know, that, you know, we might replace, because we do have, I do have one that inquired about burritos and tacos, a Mexican one, and we don't have any Mexican, you know, there. An ice cream one, but now with Dairy Queen coming in here, we can see if Dairy Queen wants to get involved.
Where
well,
are
and
they
the
coming-
taco one's right next door.
And the taco one's right next, yeah.
Where are they setting up shop? Dairy Queen?
They're in Target's parking lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
We just
Yeah.
opened.
just
Right
Right
open.
next to Dairy Queen almost.
But I did have another one that was he has a ice cream truck, and he does sell ice cream out of the truck.
And forgive me for asking, you don't use food trucks for any of this? This is all just regular, like I saw last year? Just
We had 2
trailer
food
lineup type
trucks.
thing?
We had
2 or
one
3.
food truck, that
One?
new one, that Cream City.
Cream City,
Right.
okay.
Okay.
Cream City, but yeah, we've had some barbecue ones, we've had some
Okay.
food
But
trucks.
again, it comes back to a space issue, right? I mean, there's not a lot.
Space is the issue.
Okay, all right.
You know, we have 10 food vendors, and that's a lot, you know, and it fills up that whole food court row. And if we have to get another one fit in, he's got to be around the corner. And they've never done that well. And also you want to give the food vendors equal chance to get business. You know, having 10 of them is a really good, it's worked out well. You don't want too few because we don't want too long a lines for everything. But we've always had 10 food vendors. But their invites go out after the first of the year. And we pass on meeting in December so we can all enjoy our Christmas. And we'll meet in January. Any other thoughts, Mr. Carl?
Question, are you gonna go to $2 a ticket?
We did talk, I think we should go to $6 beers,
Okay,
right?
yeah, $2 a ticket then,
Yeah, and $2 a ticket,
so you can still keep 10 on a sheet.
and keeps 10 in the sheet.
The soda will be $2 then?
Yeah, we had the bottle, the bottle should be, they were $2.
Was it $2 last year?
I
It
think
was
we
just
raised
the
it.
water. It was the water that was.
We used to have the
water.
canned soda, that was $1.
Okay.
And the water was $1.
Yeah.
Now the water will be $2
Yeah.
and soda $2.
That's still a very fair price for the water.
is.
Because the carnival charges like 4 or 5, people take 6, so it's $2 is still a very fair price for water, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to that. Tickets will be $2. Tony, anything from fireworks?
No, I get a hold of them yet. So,
And we want to spend, and we got budgeted for $30,000.
$30,000.
So we want to, get a $30,000 proposal again.
Plus, I'll get the golf carts. I don't know how many you need.
Last time we had 2,
2.
Plus the utility cart,
and we had the utility one we have to rent, but I thought we had
almost used 2 of those.
2
We had one
utilities.
last year.
I know.
That's it's like $125 a cart
Will Tuckaway give us
per
one?
day. No, it was like $1,000, for the utility, for the 5 days, it was like over $1,000.
I could ask for 3.
Ask for 3, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because the 4th is on a Friday, so they might have something going on that weekend, so.
What do you guys order? You get 3?
For the fair.
No, for.
You guys
well,
get-
You guys get your own, I know, because you used to come down and use ours.
For the golf carts?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a good
I
question.
think they
I'll find
had-
out.
they had 2 or 3 last year,
The police had?
yeah. And
I
then
just
we had
remember
2.
one.
No,
We-
they had 2 and we had 2, but they ended up with 3 because they took one of ours. Because Finso was fighting with us. And he took ours, or somebody took ours, so they had 3, and then they brought it back the next morning.
Yeah.
And where do you get
But
them
we
from?
share it anyway from Tuckaway.
Yeah.
So if
Same.
they're in the garage anyway, so.
Right.
And when we bring up that, yeah, there's still other contracts. We gotta sign up for the ice. We gotta sign up for the beer, make our choices for what kind of beer brands we have, but that'll be next year when we start, really getting into it in January. And then golf carts need to be rented, the ATMs, so all that'll be taken care of next year, early next year. But the stuff that we got that is important, that you need to have reservations in advance, is entertainment, because we compete against other communities in entertainment, and the tents, and, the porta potties. You want to make sure you got contract with the porta potties. They've always done a good job for us, so, I had one came and wanted to get a bid, and said, let me bid it. Sent her everything we rent, never heard from them. I said, that's already a good bad sign, because we need good service from that. So those are the things that we've already booked. And so, any other thoughts? Yes.
I
Angela.
I'm bringing forward a suggestion that I got from my older person, which is a dunk tank for the mayor.
I heard that
I'm told
too.
that she has discussed this with him already. So this is a real suggestion.
That was many years ago. Many years ago, right, Tony? We had a dunk tank every 4th of
I
July.
think we had Ted Federal then.
Fred Clements was in it too.
Oh.
Yes. Where did we get a dunk tank? Where did they get that one from that they always had? Whatever happened to it?
I think I have Fred's phone number on my volunteer sheet. I wonder if he would know. I don't know where you would get a dunk tank.
What about
From
that
a
place
rental
on
place?
Rawson? Yeah, on Rawson's got that, I don't even remember what it's called. It's off of
Fun Zone.
Farm and Fleet, down the
Yeah,
road.
next door.
And Music on the Move, the one they had the bouncy places, I think they had.
They
Yeah,
have
the
one
one with the
too?
bouncy stuff.
I don't know if that's a wise idea.
I don't know.
It's been there,
He's a
we've done
glutton
it.
for punishment, but seriously.
Probably make some money on that one.
Yeah, you know.
And another thought too that I had was, I play pickleball. We got 10 brand new pickleball courts. Pickleball tournament on that Saturday. But we'd have to have someone run it. We're too busy with everything that's going on.
I just saw on some Facebook page that they had a tournament at the middle school. Did you see
I
that
saw
too?
that, yep.
So I'm wondering if somebody ran that, if they would help with that. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what pickleball is, so. But that, I mean, I can try and find that person.
Yeah, person for a pickleball tournament. The
Did
ru-
they do like Halloween? Because when they were dressed up.
Could've been.
They were dressed up for.
At the
all
middle
players.
school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the players
Yeah.
all came. They were all adults. They all came dressed up and different and did their pickleball. Yeah.
See, I didn't imagine. Thank you. Sometimes I think I do.
And if you
I'll
want to
try
look
my-
up dunk tank, look up a
Okay.
dunk tank.
I'll see. Maybe confirm with the mayor first.
Okay. Any other thoughts?
Motion to adjourn?
Do I hear a motion to
Yep.
adjourn?
I second it.
Second? Anyone opposed?
Nope.
Those in favor of adjourning?
Adjourn.
Aye.
Not gonna-
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.